So the stock market is gonna crash 50% whether you like it or not. So my question to you is, would you want to get out of the way of a stock market that looks exactly like the year 2008, 2000, or even 1929, the Great Depression? And the answer is simple. It's yes. Anybody would want to get out of the way. So the question becomes, how do we know the stock market looks exactly like it did back then? And I'm going to point out 4 key indicators that tell us the market looks exactly. It's a carbon copy setup of what we saw back then. Number 1, have you heard the saying, don't fight the Fed? That's exactly what this is. When the Fed is lowering interest rates and injecting stimulus into the economy, the stock market is going to go up. When the Fed is raising rates and sucking liquidity out of the market will go down, whether you like it or not. They have to push down inflation by making people spend less. The only way to make people spend less is by punishing their savings. When people feel poor, they spend less. Number 2, look at this 6-month bearish engulfing candle. This has only happened 2 other times in history. Once was in 1973, right before a 10-year bear market, and once was in 1929, the Great Depression, a 20-year bear market. Now, I personally don't look at anything but technicals, and this is one technical indicator you cannot deny. 3, something to note is most crashes in our entire history happen around a 7-year cycle. We've got the 2007 to 2008 financial crisis when the housing market blew up. Then you've got 2000 to 2001. That was the dot-com bubble bursting. Then you have 1987, Black Monday, and 7 years prior to that, you had Paul Volcker raise interest rates to astronomical levels to fight inflation, just like we're about to see right now. 7 years prior to that, that was 1973. The S&P crashed 50%. And you can go all the way back to 1929, the Great Depression. For some reason, it always happens around a 7-year cycle. Now, Jonathan Cahn wrote a great book called The Year of the Shmita. Talks all about these 7-year cycles, a day of judgment, surrounded all the way back to Babylon, where a godless nation that put false idols ahead of God. In his book, The Year of the Shmita, he talks about 2001, that being the year of the Shmita, the great financial crisis. The market shut down for a week. Okay, and speaking of that, just imagine when the stock market shuts down for a week. What are you gonna do with your stock, with your 401k? When they don't even open the market and the market opens down 500 points, 700 points, you can't even get your stockbroker on the phone. The nice part about Bitcoin is it trades 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It is the market that never sleeps. It has never failed. It has always been open for trading. So back to 2001, up to that time was the greatest stock market crash in human history. Fortunes were wiped out, accounts were wiped out, people's life savings gone in a matter of moments. Do you know when that was? Do you know what the date was when the greatest financial crisis was up to that point? It was September 17th, 2001, the year of the Shmita. So then the market gets heated again, grows from 2001 to 2007, back to new all-time highs. And what happens again? Guess what day was the single greatest stock market drop in one day for our history? September 29th, 2008. The stock market bell didn't even ring, and some brokers took it as an omen. So this year, September 24th is the day of the Shmita, the day of reckoning, the day of judgment on the Jewish calendar. Go ahead and look it up for yourself. September 24th, 2022. I'm going to give you two more reasons why the stock market's likely to come down another 50%. And here's what it is. Right now, as of today, if you invested in the stock market in 2019, you're still up 40%. 3 years, right? You're up 40%, even with the market being down 20% from the highs or 30% from the highs, wherever it's at right now. You're still up 40% from 2019. So people haven't really felt the pain yet. And again, people will not stop spending until they start to feel poor, until their savings, until their retirement starts to come down. And that's exactly what the Fed is doing. They're raising rates to crash the market. The last reason is this. We just hit 9.5% inflation. So that's what the government says, 9.5%. This has only happened 4 times in history where inflation reached 9.5%. Each time this has happened, the market has gone into a recession. It's never failed once. So they might be pushing this new Inflation Reform Act that supposedly is going to lower inflation by injecting another $750 billion into the markets. I don't believe it for 1 second, and I believe that inflation is going to continue to stay high throughout 2023, which is going to be bad for markets. So again, don't buy anything right now. Get educated, right? Stop depending upon your financial advisor to make your decisions for you. Become a man, start getting educated, right? Become a woman, start making decisions for yourself, not being dependent upon somebody else to make your financial future happen. Learn how to grow your wealth on your own. So we're going to teach you how to follow some simple indicators that will help you develop a winning strategy over time. It's not going to happen overnight. You're going to have to put some work in. You're going to have to put some time in. But is your financial future worth it? Of course. You're going to be able to help your family. You're going to be able to help your friends. You're going to be able to help your neighbors. You are going to be a wealth of information to all the people around you. And you'll no longer be dependent upon the guy sitting behind a desk that says, just weather the storm, right? When your 401k became a 201k in 2008, how did you feel? What did your financial advisor say to you? So you're probably wondering, how do I get this education, right? Where am I going to go? Well, the best part about Bitcoin Advisors is we have a free mobile app. You can download it to your phone. We offer free daily market updates, free trading tutorials, and we offer you the ability to set up a free mock portfolio in cryptocurrency that allows you to track your investment. And you can also download our free investor guide. I highly recommend you do it.